explosive Vic DARCHINYAN set for his 7th defense of the IBF flyweight title.
He is known as the Filipino Flash, introducing DONAIRE, Vic DARCHINYAN.
Test questions in advance. We'll soon find out, Al.
I like that explanation of that.
Something, unfortunately, I never had.
You know, no, I find that hard to believe. He is a
Hit hard, and you can see the punches coming. DARCHINYAN's response, he was toying with Glenn that night. He didn't punch as hard as he usually does. Big left uppercut attempt there by DONAIRE. That's it.
Two things have happened. The right hand is landed.
DONAIRE comes out blazing here, midway through the first round.
Now, the danger in all this is DONAIRE better not get too brave. His mission is to be a boxer-puncher, even though a powerful one.
Now DARCHINYAN.
You know, Vic DARCHINYAN's probably lost a few rounds along the way in his pro career, but I don't think he's ever lost one the way he's losing this one.
DONAIRE said he's very cognizant of DARCHINYAN's uppercut, but that straight left can really wear you down. Boy, DONAIRE
Is thickening a bit.
excellent opening round for the challenger. DONAIRE in the red and white, 17-1 with 10 knockouts. The champion DARCHINYAN of the black trunks. DONAIRE, a huge underdog, yet he feels DARCHINYAN has built his record on washed-up fighters and guys moving up in weight. But at least tonight, DARCHINYAN in there with someone who's fought mostly at to his left to try to get away from his power, the left hand. So he'll try to surprise him with the right. There it is, right there on cue.
You know what I'm surprised at? And it's a good weapon.
Left hand by DONAIRE to the head.
He is landing the jab. DONAIRE's also landing his left hook pretty well. Of course, that's a good weapon against the southpaw. DONAIRE not known for that punch, and he's in fight since.
Oh, DARCHINYAN got nailed, and then he came back. Here's a right hand, a miss by DONAIRE with the left hand. And it is really heating up here in round 2.
DONAIRE is making this an interesting fight, but boy, he could make it too interesting for himself, because there are times when he is standing in harm's way of those DARCHINYAN big punches.
DONAIRE has to be extremely focused against the awkward, herky-jerky moves of Vic DARCHINYAN. Punching left there by DARCHINYAN.
That was a seminal moment.
He has been highly combustible later on. Trying to push DONAIRE back with heavy lefts there is DARCHINYAN, but DONAIRE standing his ground, looking tough. Final seconds of round 2. What is developing into an interesting affair. Well, as we met, well, it must be working to this point, because young Nonito faring pretty well as we enter round 3.
And, you know, round 2, I have to say, I might have put it in DARCHINYAN's column because of his good second half of the round. He did come back very well, and now body work by DONAIRE. DARCHINYAN's finding the range with the straight left, but the body work by DONAIRE in this round's been impressive. DARCHINYAN kind of rushes in. He does get countered by DONAIRE. That's an issue for him.
DONAIRE has more well-rounded skills than DARCHINYAN. DARCHINYAN usually just looks for that one punch to end it. He's kind of undisciplined, but it seems to work for him.
Well, you know, Vic DARCHINYAN changes fighters when they come in the ring, and he's right. Once they've felt his power for the most part, Steve, they change. They can't use their skills. That hasn't happened yet to DONAIRE, but there's a good left hand by DARCHINYAN.
Oftentimes, it's difficult to stay outside box move counter against DARCHINYAN. You have to sort of get in his chest, push him back, make it messy, hook to the body. But that's easier said than done, because if you get inside and you feel his sting, it's very discouraging. Nailed DONAIRE. Oh, there's a good left hand that staggered DARCHINYAN. Remember, he's never been hurt or dropped in his career. DONAIRE seizing the moment. DARCHINYAN battles back. DONAIRE marching forward. Pacing, it's another hard left hand to the chin by DONAIRE.
Ironic that a left hook has been the big weapon for DONAIRE. Surprising. And was able to land a good straight left hand against Donaire. Now, those are the kind of punches that are supposed to make fighters not come back at you, but there's a left hook by Donaire, and that was a portent of things to come, because there's a good counter left hook by Donaire that hurt Darchinian.
First time he's been in trouble his entire career, and we'll see how he responds in this situation. Round 4, scheduled for 12, IBF flyweight title, Darchinian's belt on the line. Darchinian's undefeated record at stake as well.
You know, Darchinian's dad is here to see his fight. Only the second time he's seen his son fight as a pro. He's got to be a little nervous at this point.
Tense moments for Ruben Darchinian.
When he does, Donaire is counterpunching him so effectively. So it's a tricky situation for Vic Darchinian right now.
Donaire not quite as aggressive as he was towards the end of the third round. Just tasted a straight left hand from Darchinian.
Darchinian's able to get that left in when he...
How will Vic Darchinian handle adversity? For the moment, it appears as if Donaire is letting him off the hook. Now, that right hand by Donaire was blocked by the left glove of Darchinian. Straight left hand by Darchinian to the chest, pushes Donaire back.
Again, the counter left hook by Donaire. You know, the problem with Darchinian is when he runs, has a big height and reach advantage, stays on the outside.
Nice counter left there by Donaire. Another counter there by Darchinian. And a spin around move by Donaire. And Eddie Claudio is saying, don't do that.
I kind of thought it was fun.
Works better in basketball.
Yeah, it's true.
Final seconds of the round. And Darchinian, thank you very much, Jim. Boy, he made me nervous. They are two different kinds of fighters. Glenn Donaire, a face-first brawler, and Nonito more of a tactical technician.
And Nonito Donaire has some physical attributes, too, that his brother doesn't have. He's taller, he's got the reach, and he's a little bit bigger. And so all of that is troubling Vic Darchinian right now.
Darchinian came in thinking that Nonito was more of a threat, that he was better than Glenn, taking nothing away from Glenn's skills. Round 5 underway, scheduled for 12, IBF flyweight belt on the line. The champion Darchinian in the black, struggling a little bit with the challenger in the red, Nonito Donaire. Nice shot to the body there by Donaire.
Exactly, Stephen. The body work Donaire's done over the first 4.5 rounds could pay dividends later in the fight. Donaire thinks he'll own the later rounds. In his last 12-round fight, Donaire against Oscar Andrade won the last 3 rounds dramatically to win that decision. He feels he's going to be the stronger fighter in the later rounds.
And our panel of press row scores have it as a majority draw after 4 rounds.
I have a 39-37 as Sherman Cain does.
Sherman Cain from the Manchester Journal-Enquirer here in Connecticut. Mark Abrams, 15rounds.com. Jack Overmeyer from Boxing Digest. Coming out of the midway point of round 5.
There's the jab by Nonito Donaire working well.
Oh, look out! Darchinian down for the first time! Struggling to get to his feet in terrible shape. It's all over! It's all over! Nonito Donaire has pulled off the monstrous upset in air. That may go down as one of the knockouts of the year, if not the knockout of the year.
Earlier, Donaire had started to land the counter left hand, and here it would come in dramatic fashion. Again, lunging in Darchinian as he has, not concerned about defense. You have to admire the courage of Darchinian and the will. As hurt as he was, trying desperately to get up and continue. And clearly we know he was hurt. And you see there, just not doing well. And from above, we get a chance to see how well that left hook landed. It was just a perfect counter left hook by Nonito Donaire. And, you know, we talked about how the left hook had been successful early in the fight and really was the surprise weapon tonight. We would have expected the right hand to